What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you your Junkie Quick Fix. I'm here to give you some movie news, quick status. You're going to feel it go through your veins, course right through. You're going to sink into your chair, your bed, or your couch, and you're going to love every minute of it. All right, let's talk some movies. All right, Batman vs. Superman. Okay. Obviously, you know, I'm on top of some of this news, and we got Mr. Kevin Smith. I love this fucking guy. One of those guys I just want to meet. Top 5 celebrities I want to meet and just chill with. He was one of the first to see the Batsuit, and he talked about it, and he talked about how amazing it was. He didn't really give too much details because, of course, he would get in trouble. But after the Batsuit was finally unveiled to us, he did happen to say on his podcast, the Hollywood Babble podcast, that the Batsuit will look like the Dark Knight Returns Batsuit, which is awesome. But now he's got more to say, guys. He's got more to say about the movies that DC is currently developing right now, and this is kind of exciting. And here's what he had to say. They're obviously beginning something, and there's a stretch of these flicks, and so this is the beginning of the Justice League. As we all suspected as they were announcing the cast, because, you know, it seemed like, hey, we were like, hey, at the beginning of the Justice League movie, they keep on adding more people, let's just call it the Justice League. They're doing like this. Here's Man of Steel, here's Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. The next one is not like a sequel to one of the characters. They're going to keep building their universe for about 5 or 6 movies, but all of them, it's supposed to tell one massive story, which is all Justice League oriented. Fuck yeah. You know what? I mean, obviously, they have to be a little different from Marvel. Obviously. Because Marvel just did it the normal way. Let's introduce one character, and hey, guess what? We're going to have a secret scene where this other dude's going to talk to him about something. Then we're going to introduce another character, and then we're going to have another cameo, little crossover kind of thing. Then another character, and then another character, and obviously, they introduced the 4 main guys of the Avengers, and then they all came about. The whole crew just came about in the Avengers, blew our minds. That's fine. So a lot of people are thinking, what the fuck is DC going to do with the Justice League? And, you know, we had Man of Steel, just like Kevin Smith said, and then we have Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, which is going to introduce Batman into the world, Wonder Woman into the world, as well as Cyborg into the world. Who knows who else? Who knows what's going to go on that? But what I'm thinking here is that if he's correct about all this, this is what I'm thinking that DC is doing. They are, instead of just introducing each character and having their own movie with their own story, and then maybe like a secret scene at the end where fucking Superman or Bruce Wayne shows up and says, "Hey, we're putting a team together. Come on!" Now, I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to have this one massive giant story that probably involves Darkseid and multiple other characters like alien beings and whatnot coming into the world, and pretty much we're gonna have separate movies that maybe have, you know, the focus will be, you know, a Green Lantern or a Flash, but there's gonna be the other Justice League players within that story, not just have like a small little cameo like they do in Marvel movies. I'm talking about these guys will actually have big roles in these movies, but the main focus will be that character. Like maybe for some reason, I don't know if they're gonna have a Batman movie, because we've seen Batman done so many times. I want there to be a Batman movie, don't get me wrong, you know me, I love fucking Batman, but I'm thinking that maybe he's just gonna be kind of like the Nick Fury of this all, and maybe he'll be in all these movies as just that kind of character. And I'm thinking that, you know, we'll have like a Green Lantern movie, but Superman will show up in it, or Wonder Woman, or, you know, Aquaman, who the fuck knows? I just think that they're gonna do it a little different. Instead of just having like, you know, multiple stories and then come together, I think they're going to have just each movie is going to have like a piece of the story, and it's all going to be a piece of one gigantic story. I mean, yes, someone might argue that, hey, the Avengers, it was all kind of like a piece of story, but not really, because, you know, if you think about it, when you look at Thor 2, they had like this massive shit going on in London, and it was like, hey, where the hell is the Avengers at? And look what happened in Iron Man. Yeah, everybody goes, well, what about, where's the Avengers? You know, it's these big events happening. I'm thinking that DC is going to not do that. They're going to have like these big events happening to these certain people, but then all of a sudden, like, some of the Justice League players show up, because Marvel decided not to do that, but I think DC is going to do that and just have one massive fucking Justice League story. I'm really digging that, and I want to know what you guys think. It sounds like a good idea to me, and you know, just let me know what you think about it down below in the balls area. What do you think DC is doing? And what I said to you right now, what Kevin Smith said, are you liking where this is going? Let me know. And to the Marvel side, we have our Daredevil, guys. We have our Matt Murdock, and that is Mr. Charlie Cox. Some of you might know him from, what was that movie? Empire or something like that. Damn, I can't even see it right now. But, you know, a little thing happened, of course, that I was pissed off about. If you saw Film Junkie on Saturday or Sunday, Edgar Wright, of course, stepped down from Ant-Man, which was very displeasing for me. Broke my heart because I was really looking forward to that movie simply because he was directing it. But also, Drew Goddard, who was going to start this Daredevil series on Netflix. It was going to be like 13 episodes, one giant fucking story right here. And it was going to start off with Daredevil, and then we're going to have Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, where they become the Defenders, which is, you know, it was like gonna be cool. It's gonna be like another Avengers kind of thing, everybody coming together, but in show form and on Netflix. Awesome stuff. And yes, Charlie Cox has signed on to play Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, and sadly Drew Goddard has stepped down from this. I don't know if he had a little complication with Marvel. Probably the fact that he's also with Sony, because he's also going to do the Sinister Six. Maybe Marvel Studios didn't like that because they're kind of being cockheads right now, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. But we got our Daredevil, and I'm sure we'll soon have our Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm really looking forward to this Netflix series, honestly. It's not going to premiere until next year, obviously, but I'm really digging it. It looks like the director they got is the director of Spartacus and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Hey, don't knock Buffy, man. Some of that shit was really good. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all the information I gave to you today. And please hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And please visit filmjunkie.com for your latest movie news, trailers, and film reviews. All right, guys, I'm David. You're a film junkie, and I brought you some movie news. You can find it on your own, but I found it for you and told you about it. Not so quick status. I kind of rambled on, of course, because you get me talking about Batman vs. Superman, I can't stop. All right, guys, talk to you later.